still believe social distancing is important. Staying away from people, staying inside, staying around healthy people, keeping your body healthy, maintaining your immune system, and yeah, not touching your face as often, washing your hands, and washing your ass, because a lot of y'all niggas is disgusting. You know what I mean? Myself included. I'll include myself in that just so everybody can shut the fuck up. But welcome to the Rondo Show podcast, episode 9. I hope you enjoyed episode 7 and 8 with my man NASCAR P. No, no matter what happens, no matter whether he on this podcast or he not on this podcast, that's still my brother. You know what I mean? I love that nigga, so I appreciate everything he contributed because we done had some amazing fucking times and episodes, and we can have that in the future. You know what I mean? You know, I just look back and I just be like, damn, bro, like we really the ghosts of this shit. Like we really, really good at what we do, and we really, really believe in ourselves, and we really love each other, and we really love people. You know what I mean? Just the idea of living life and experiencing shit with different people and being around people. And I think that yeah, man. I just think when we come together, pause. It's his own thing. You know what I mean? It's real. It's fucking amazing though. It's like it's nothing like our episodes together. I'm not gonna sit here and shit on that nigga. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit here and act like that nigga ain't a fucking good ass co-host. You know? Yeah. It's always, you know what I mean, a fucking hit whenever we fucking touch the mic. You know what I mean? Whether that's on music or whether it's fucking podcasting, whether we got a movie idea, whether we found some artist on Instagram that we think we should fucking sign. We be looking at everything the same way, like fashion, all of that. We have two very opposing, drastically different ways of approaching the same things and the same passions, and it's just like I don't know. It's very artistic when it comes together. It's really something like magnificent. I'm not gonna hate on it. I'm not gonna shit on it. I'm not gonna be mad that the nigga not here right now because I understand why things went the way it do, why things went the way it did. The things I don't understand, I'm sure we can always have a conversation about it. And at the same time, like I said, we both are two individual artists that are very creative, very dope, and we very are very sensitive and strong at the same time. So you know things go the way they go. You know what I mean? You need to make sure that you maintain your real relationship before you try to have something publicly and uh, try to start some type of business venture or some type, especially when you're talking with somebody publicly. It's like day in day out, you got to be around this person. You got to work together. So it's like at the end of the day, y'all the idiosyncrasies or whatever y'all don't get along with, it's gonna come apart. I mean, it's gonna come up in the art, and it's gonna be the reason it comes apart. So you're gonna have to make sure, like I said, back when it happened, contracts, my nigga. Moving forward, we already know what it is. I ain't really gotta go into that, but man, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you saw those last episodes, if you heard those last episodes, please share it with somebody else. If you didn't, shit, go watch the shit right now. That shit is amazing. It might be better than this one, honestly, because this one right here, it's gonna be me, like, you know what I mean? Uh, I don't know what this episode gonna bring. I ain't gonna say that. And then I debated if I should just run with it or not, and I ain't running with that shit. Fuck that. I don't know what this episode might do. This might be my best fucking episode right here. Um, I'm saying it's not because I don't like the visuals like that, but that episode ain't have no visuals. So this one still might do better. On how I judge my podcast success is, it's hard to judge it. I don't really try to judge it, but I do look what makes me feel like I did a good job is when I listen and I like learn something, or when I feel like when I'm listening and I'm feeling like a listener. I don't feel like I was on that episode if I don't feel like I was talking the whole time. Sometimes I get off and I'm like, I don't even need to hear that shit, bro. Every time it came out of my mouth, I was like tired of it. So, um, then there's other episodes when I was like, was I even there, or who was that? You know what I mean? And that's the type of shit that I like. I like making myself sit back and have to listen and not think so much because I think a lot. You know what I mean, about everything. So if you know me, you know I struggle with thinking maybe too much. And if you don't know me, you might still know that. So that's funny. Um, but man, yeah, man. What is there to talk about? Should we resort to the notes, folks? Let's resort to the notes, folks. We resort to the notes. Resort to the notes. Resort to the notes, folks. Resort to the notes. Resort to the notes. Resort to the note, folks. We are resorting to the notes, folks. Resorting to the notes, folks. I hate how old heads think that because of your age, you don't know shit. Like, come on, my dude. Like, I ain't been through nothing. You just gonna negate everything that I done seen in my life. Even though 23 years, 24 years ain't that long. Am I 24? Happy birthday to me, belated. February, that's a couple months ago. That's a break ago, a whole fucking season ago. But happy belated birthday to me. I don't really talk about myself on this podcast if y'all don't know. See, I do a real good job about being humble. I'm not all about myself. Ha 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 ha. So you can never say that about me. Ha 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 ha. But anyway, yes, I'm 24, and I feel like, dog, that's still a long ass time. Well, that's not even a long ass time. That's still enough time to go through enough shit to know something about life. I feel like, and at the same time, it's not like it's about what you went through. What happened in those 24 years? You know what I mean? It could be a short time, but what happened during that short time? You know what I mean? Let's not negate people's existences and their experiences and their wisdom even because they don't have a vast, you know what I mean, majority of it. You know what I mean? Let's take the knowledge that we get as the knowledge that we get. And let's stop trying to control how messages are conveyed. Let's not try to determine who does what because now we're playing God and God has the only say in what's going on. He has the only divine plan for us all. You know what I mean? He has the set in stone thing. So at the end of the day, if I was given this knowledge and it feels like it's seeping out of me, I feel like it's on my heart to share it with you. Let me share it with you. Don't you tell me, oh, because you're 24, you don't know nothing. Because what does that do for me? What does that do for me or anybody else that I might have told some positivity? What does that do for you? We know that what it does for you is feed your ego, makes you feel better, makes you feel needed, makes you feel like you know something more than somebody else. But at the end of the day, what does knowing more than somebody else really have to do with anything? At the end of the day, you still sitting here talking to me, Mr. 50, Big 50. I'm Mr. Mini 24. I'm still sitting here talking to you. I'm able to have a conversation that you understand, resonate with, and are even getting infuriated about, but you trying to tell me I don't know shit. So it's one of them things, man. I look at it like straight up. Knowledge can come from wherever. I done said that shit on this podcast too many times. I mean, I done been in California, I done been in DC, I done been in fucking Virginia, North Carolina, and had homeless people tell me the craziest shit and then tell me the number one thing I needed to hear at that time in my life. Some shit my mom will pay a therapist thousands of dollars to tell her. Meanwhile, I got this crackhead who done smoked his whole life up, but he could sit here and tell me the same thing. You know what I mean? But it's because it's not about necessarily who's conveying it how they conveying it necessarily even. It's more about what's being conveyed. What's being conveyed will always shine beyond that, whether it's positive or negative. And positivity gonna be stronger than the negativity. So all that negativity you could try to use, you could try to frame shit as young people do this, young people do that, you millennials, ah, ah, ah. You can be like a insurance company and judge me and raise my rate because of my age. Or, hold on, you can also miss out on all the benefits of fucking with the young niggas. Or you can fuck with the young niggas and reap the benefits of fucking with the young niggas. Might actually fuck around and live longer. Might fuck around actually learn something. Might fuck around actually have a life purpose and help somebody. You know what I mean? Cause you ain't helping nobody just telling niggas what they doing wrong. That ain't helping nobody. You know, niggas know all day what they doing wrong. When they make mistakes, when they don't get the results they want, it's just cause people failing. Why we always act like people who don't succeed or people who make mistakes wanted that? Why is that the assumption? When we all know when you do it, you want somebody to have to understand that you made a mistake. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't want that. I want all good things. Don't nobody want no problems. Don't nobody want no problems. But we all act like, motherfucker must have did something, you know what I mean? They wanted it in some way, shape, or form, you know what I mean? He wouldn't have it if he didn't want it, didn't do it, didn't earn it, you know what I mean? He didn't ask for it. So, it's a thing, man. Try to practice empathy with the world. Try to make sure if you was old, you wouldn't want motherfuckers saying, oh, you don't know shit about this young shit, bro. You can't help me. I don't know. Excuse me. It's the thing I noticed that people have, and it's very egotistical. It's not good to me. You know what I mean? I don't like shit like that. That shit made me not fuck with people. That shit made me mad. You know what I mean? Made me feel like I can't trust you. You know what I mean? Cause you like a whole op. You know what I mean? You'll change the information and edit information. You know what I mean? To limit niggas' growth. You know what I mean? You that type of motherfucker. I can't even take your word for it, even if you decide to finally give me the game. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna believe that you the type of nigga to let ego get in front of a message, a beautiful message. Some shit that's here to save the world, some shit that could change your life, my life, anybody's life. You sat there and chose to let who you are and whatever you wanted for you, your existence, your Lord, you like that nigga who like trying to hold the elevator open, you know what I mean? Like let it go, my nigga.